Hi, welcome to the demo of Project Emmanuel's and Anterior. Here is the requirement is that we have to create a related list of contact and we have to build some REST API calls here to do this. We have used a REST API of Salesforce. So I will show you the deployment and discuss about the development. So I'm opening the deployment manual. So I'm assuming that you have a developer org with you. So after logging into the developer organization, you have to copy this unmanaged package link. So you have to follow the simple steps of doing it. So just do the next, install. Once that is successful, you can see that successful message. Then you have to go to contact, and you have to edit the contact page layout, the related list of attendee preference. Okay, I'm clicking on save. Okay, now the deployment is done. There is no additional step is required. Now I'll test the application. So for that you have to log in here. Control C. I'll open a new one and see how what I'm doing. Once you are logged in, then you have to give where you have installed, and now then you have to go to utilities and REST Explorer, and I have given the clear indication how to test the application here. So once the installation is complete, I have done with already the contact page layout. Now I have already done this. Now testing the put application. So what you have to do, just you have to do copy the URL and you paste it here to the application. Now in the request body you have to give this one. Once you see this, if you click on execute, so you can see show raw response, you can see the contact ID is coming. So if I open the requirement again, so the first application is that you have to method will be the put, and it will be returning the associated SFDC ID, the contact. So this is the ID. If I copy this, and what I will do, I'll go to contacts again and I'll paste this ID. So you can see it's a contact ID of team bar which I have already created earlier, and I have taken this email address as an input here. So I'm getting the contact ID of the method, and the method is put, and the URL is as per the specification. So now I will test the other application, which is get and post. First I will test the get application. So first I will test that post application, and then I will retrieve that same using get. So that URL will be like this. I am selected the method is post, and now I'm doing this control C and this. So this is the ID of team bar. So now you can see there is no attendee record here. So now I am executing this method. So you can hit success and it's true. If the raw response, you can see that attendee reference and that contact ID with all the details. And now if I go to here, you can see that one attendee name is already created. with these fields. Now you can see its shared info is true. Now I will call again with false, and if I execute it again, I will receive a success. And if you see this, the same record is getting updated with a false. And now I'll make it a get call which does not need anything. So if I execute it, so if I go to the raw response, I am getting this ID, and this ID is the same one. Like if I do this it here, you can see it is that attendee preference ID. So whatever the requirement is there, that's one post and one get method. I am implemented all of three with this, and it's I'm getting the desired response, and I'm testing it from Workbench because it's need an authentication if the APIs are hosted in Salesforce. No, now another requirement was that we have to document this REST API with API ID. I'm also did the same and mentioned the same in the document. So in the doc video.io, so I'm already opened it. So if you go here, you can see with all the listed. So if you click here, you can see the example what will be this record and what will be the output. So this will be a sample request and this will be the sample response. And if you click on raw data, so you can see this is the request and this will be the response. And for this same, this is the get method, there is nothing is required as an input, then output will be the attendee record. And the post method, if you see, it's taking the contact ID, directed preference and shared contact info. This contact ID is the input and it's updating whatever the values passed in that method. You see, if you see a success and this. Now I'm coming to the code review of the application. I have created three classes, Apex classes for this, and this I created one test class for two of the methods, two of the Apex classes, and I have also handled the negative test classes as well, and all containing test.start and test.stop, and system.assert is also taken care of for the negative test cases as well. So if you see this is the REST and it's an HTTP port and it's taking one ID and email, and if it is that I'm trying to fetch the contact and taking the first record as per the discussion in the forum. This is very simple, and same is also this is a HTTP post method. It is taking all the attendees and try to create a new response, and if it is more than one, it's showing an error as per the requirement. Else it is, if it is zero, then it's taking that ID. This will ensure that upside will happen, means the same record will be updated, no new record will be created, and it's not that it will trying to create a new record. And I have created one inner class called response because it's required due to like if you want to put some business validation and business error, this response class will be needed. If I returning this, you won't get the correct things, you will get a new URL. So along with this, I'm returning some success and message based on that you can do it in later point of time. This is for future purpose, though it's not mentioned in that requirement. I did it for a better part-up design to capture the business responses in later point of time. And this is the get method, which is taking no argument and returning that the first attendee record as per the discussed in the forum. That's all. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video.